ish.
So I share it.
I'm gonna be a pirate.
I'm going
First
to
with
be
that.
alien. I was gonna do that the entire time. And agree.
Are we currently live?
I hope. No one's watching it probably because we don't have a link up.
They're gonna see it. If someone watches this back tomorrow, they're gonna see this.
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Show me that hole. Show me that hole.
Yeah, we're live. All right. Not wrong.
Who's that? I'm my fucking alien, bitch. Blah. I'm my fucking alien, bitch. I can't do it. Great. We're good.
Is she still there?
What a slut. It's definitely not a slut.
Oh, I just woke up the dogs. Yeah. No, you're good.
Now my dog's here. Hygiene.
Yeah, you're good. Calm down.
Yeah. Hi, Trevor. How's it going?
Yeah, you don't need to hear yourself.
It's my spirit.
Yes. Okay, now can you hear me, Trevor? Let me know, brother. Now you're skiing. That's cool.
Eric gets all the cool visual effects, and I'm just thanks.
Yeah, your iPad goes nuts with this. You're kind of getting owned by these other penguins, though.
I'm slow as fuck.
Yeah, you're kind of getting lapped right now. Trevor, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. All right. Now, all right, man. All right, it's a podcast. Okay, now I can't do. I'm like looking on my other monitor trying to figure this out, and every time I come back, Eric's in a different like vacation setting. I don't know what to do with you. All right.
I don't either.
Yes, David. Okay, we're good. Thank you, Trevor. All right, now you're a cactus. That's cool. French fries. So, obviously, our production value has increased tenfold. We have so much more CGI. The people that made Infinity War actually are working on the podcast now, which is pretty cool. Pretty happy about that, joining their team. Anytime since we're ESPN and we have Disney money, we get access to this. So that's pretty sick. Alex's image right now, the French fries, is actually a future Pixar movie. So look out for that in 2023. All right. So I'm just winging it today. We're just gonna do what we can. No offense, Alec, I wanted Mitch on the podcast because I wanted the two people that missed the draft to be here, but he could not make it. He had a work dinner, so he will be watching later. So if you want to get your shots in, feel free to talk shit about Mitch in the chat here, which I'll try to keep pulled up as long as possible. I'll just have to keep popping it back in. Alec, if you want to talk quickly about your recap, which I thought was well written and didn't have that many typos, so that's huge for you.
Yeah, last year I was just trying to crank it out and get it done and over with. This time, I was actually avoiding other responsibilities there for a little bit, so it was nice to take my time on it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's everybody's favorite Tuesday morning dump read. Mm-hmm. And so, if you have any questions, comments, or complaints, you can direct them to my email inbox, where they will be promptly sent to my spam folder.
Love it. I was very impressed by the thoroughness. I only counted a couple typos, so that was pretty good. Also, you said nice things about me, which was rare since I lost so much last year.
Well, you won this week, so I really couldn't shit on you.
I did, and I'm joined by the loser of our match, even though he actually played pretty solid.
Shit. Ain't riding nowhere, bitch.
I texted Alec angry and sad after the Broncos lost. And I said, I just can't ever get a perfect Purdue football wins, fantasy wins, and Denver wins. It's been 3 years now, still hoping it happens sometime. Not counting on it, but hoping. So yeah, I beat Eric. Trevor gets a W off a pathetic performance by Alec. We'll talk about that in a second.
Anyone put up 100?
Yeah. We'll talk about it. Buck is back, as we spoke about. Arano continues the winning ways, and so does Mitch. I'm glad Bacek is still rocking his deep fried turtle image that is just like 19 Photoshop layers of me adding shit to his thing. Still a fan of that. So I'm down. I'm in down in the dumps in second place, a half a point behind Beck. Kind of bummed I didn't get to end this week in first place, but that's okay. Since it's week one, it's just a league divided in half. But then we can get to our favorite segment, which might work. Shots button, maybe. Does my... All right, the shots of the week this week. The biggest blowout was Shawnee Sinatra, who lost by 36.62 points. He was just barely ahead of Alec. He did lose 2 people to injury, so a little bit excusable, but he also dropped Scotty Miller, which I think was the curse that took him down. Clearly not a believer. It sounds like Pongo is also upset about that. I heard him in the background, Alec.
Yeah, he's currently shaking and trying to play, and it's a mess here. Penny, what do you got? Oh, goddamn. Move it.
Uh-oh. All right, we have a dog emergency. So now we just get the picture of a dumpster fire. Speaking of dumpster fire, It's Alec Rohr, ladies and gentlemen, who has the longest name ever, and I'm already annoyed with it because I have to type it every week. Oh yeah, the ticker that we used to have at the bottom of the screen will return next week. I have to re-download that thing. Alec, you're the only person under 100 in week 1, which is a historic thing to do. Last year, I went back and looked at our week 1 scores, and it was like an average of around like 130s, 140s, and no one was under 100 week 1. I think the lowest was like 117. So that's
Oof.
You had a rough week, bud. Oh, I forgot to finish your slide. Your defense special team was okay. That was the last thing I had to say. Your quarterbacks combined for 13 points. Are you concerned?
Yeah, I might not win a game this year.
Who's your quarterback?
I started Rodgers over Trey Lance because Trey Lance was playing in Hurricane Katrina, and Aaron Rodgers was playing in a dome.
It's also Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers laid an absolute egg last week 1 too. He's got to play in the preseason to watch.
Christian Watson dropping touchdowns doesn't help.
Yep.
But
That was the most open touchdown of the week. That was on Red Zone. Holy moly! I was like,
that one's rough.
Yeah. He's not getting a target for 3 more weeks.
Yeah, and then they're not using Amari Rodgers anymore, I guess, either. Like, Rodgers was asked about him today, and he said, yeah, Amari's returning balls now for us. That's all I really know.
Jesus.
I'm like, cool.
I don't want to say Rodgers is a cancer to that team, but kind of is.
He had to wash off the ayahuasca hangover, and he only like drinks his meals now. I don't know what he's doing, but he carries his like crystals in his pocket, so he powers up like an astrology girl. Maybe when Mercury's in retrograde, he'll get back to it. But yeah, your Trey Lance, Aaron Rodgers stack not looking super hot. Your defense special teams is actually pretty good though. 11 from both of them. That's not bad.
I mean, I had the Colts defense. They were going against the Texans, so it's a guaranteed double-digit point right there. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you pick up any quarterbacks?
Did what?
Did you pick up any quarterbacks?
No, he's just letting it ride.
Well, I picked
Broncos
up
country.
Hill,
That's right.
who can be used as a tight end as well.
You might start him at quarterback just because he might be your best option.
No, I'm starting against the Bears.
He scored more than both of your quarterbacks combined last week. So
I'm starting Rodgers. I got to start the Bears owner against the Bears.
That's true. That's a good point. Trevor, I hope that one stuck. Also, Trevor, thank you for the compliment. He said, this is a high-quality podcast so far. Glad I joined to watch. Awesome. Love that fucking bot review that now my account's going to get reported for paying for bots. Alec, you took your shot. Nice job. Sean, waiting on you. You have 24 hours, essentially.
Yeah, I thought when he sent a snap video last night in the group that it was going to be an intense shot. No, it was him surviving a earthquake with Mike.
That was wild.
7. My farts on my toilet register bigger than that. So
it wasn't what I expected to get. But also, if I was California, I also would be shaking at the thought of Mike inside me.
So, I've never been further west of like St. Louis, so I can't really, relate to earthquake stuff. So I just move on.
I love that. So I don't really have a segment this week. I did text the boys, being Eric and Alec, right beforehand to come up with 1 or 2 hot takes for the season so that we could come back to this later and remind everybody that nobody knows any shit about fantasy football. We're all just degenerate gamblers, and that's why we have fun.
Yeah.
So, Alec, you always have a couple spicy ones, and your background is literally hot. So,
yeah.
Let's see what we got.
My biggest hot take, I said it already. I might not win a game this year. So, there we go.
I love that. Love that for you and for all of us.
Yeah, well, we'll go back to the drawing board here after this week if things don't, turn around and improve. So, we'll see how it goes.
I thought for week 1 the waiver wire was very quiet, all things considered.
I don't know about that. $22 on Jarvis Landry.
That was the hot move, but the rest was not a lot of movement, I would say. No one's panic dropping Cam Akers or Aaron O's still rostering Allen Robinson. Those are both Rams players. I wonder what that should tell you about it. Oh boy. Eric, you got a hot one for us?
I got 2.
All right, sweet.
Carson Wentz will be the highest rated quarterback again in week 2 for fantasy football.
Wow. Are you starting him? Is that why you're saying that?
I don't have him. I just looked up who was the number 1 quarterback in fantasy in week 1, and I'm pretty certain it was him because he had 35 fantasy points.
Mahomes had more than
I was going to say, Mahomes had to have like 36, or at least
Mahomes
36.
had like 44.
44. Hold on.
What am I looking at? This, I don't know what they did, but
you're looking at the free agent quarterback, maybe.
Am I? No, it's.
Who has Mahomes on our?
It never refreshed. Okay, so he was Wentz was number 3 then. So Wentz will end the season as the number 1 overall fantasy quarterback. Let's just go there.
Love that. Did Buck have Patrick Mahomes? 44 from Patty Mahomes.
Only because it's starting to turn out that Frank Reich can't coach at all, and he's lost Carson Wentz to blame and Blankenship to blame. The only person left to blame is going to be himself when he loses to the Jags next week.
Dude, I was so pumped when Rodrigo was lining up for that game winner. I'm like, that's 4 sweet points, baby. And then
I was very nervous.
Fucking goggles guy.
I honestly thought he was going to miss that the entire time.
I was
sweating. With Aaron O, and Aaron O can accommodate or can validate that for me. Other hot take is that Beck won't win another game the rest of the season.
Oh, that's a spicy one. I like that a lot. Beck just takes consistent L's the rest of the season. If Buck keeps losing, I want Buck to add a U to his name each time.
And it's going to be because let's look at his team really quick here.
Oh, I can pull a team up.
I got it. Mahomes is going to snap a femur tomorrow night.
You shut your whore mouth. I need
Nick Chubb is going to get benched for what's his name? Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. That's your hot take.
That's it. Yeah. And he won't win again.
I'm trying to figure out why my thing is so dimmed, but oh well. I don't care. All right. Well, that I do like the spiciness of that one. That is cool. My hot take this year is I had it earlier. Oh, I think Justin Jefferson is the highest scoring wide receiver in history. I think he has a Jerry Rice-esque season, and he goes absolutely bonkers the rest of the he's averaging like 160 yards a game this season. Cooper Kupp season looks like we won't even remember it. I can make a quick hot take for the league though. I think I'm guessing both Mitch and Aaron O are both the championship teams again.
Ooh.
I think we have dynasties brewing in the league, and I think they're gonna just back to back it.
We'll see. We will see.
One more hot take. Mike forgets to set his lineup one week.
That's not a hot take.
He just totally misses. He starts George Kittle who tore his hamstring, and he scores like 61. That's my hot take. Oh, we didn't do the power rankings. Those are always fun. Oh yeah. So Aaron O is supposed to just dominate the league. And Bocek actually is last place. Bocek, that's concerning, but you did make quite the show at the draft when you drafted Josh Allen and stood up, pounded your chest 3 times and said then you sat your white ass back down. That was though I will give Bocek the MVP of the draft because he did let us know that Brian Robinson was shot. And we were all like, what the fuck? He goes, yeah, the Washington running back, he was shot twice. And we're like, oh shit.
He was shot twice.
Thanks for the warning.
He also looked at me after he drafted Paris Camley, and he was like, sorry. And I'm like, I didn't want him.
So far, it's looking for boys that drafted on Sean, or it's looking good for boys that drafted on Sean's countertop. Me and Becker in first and second, and we both sat next to each other on the bar stools.
Ooh, I got something for us to do. I got an idea.
Okay,
let's vote on the next player most likely to get shot.
Ooh, that's fun. Easy. I got Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
He's in Miami and he's a psychopath, so I'm going Tyreek Hill.
Alec?
Feel free to pick your favorite Vegas player.
Oh, Jesus.
I was actually going to say Josh Jacobs, but yep.
See, I read him like a book sometimes.
No, I'm gonna pick a wild card here and go Matt Ryan. He's gonna come out. He's gonna come out of what was formerly Tiki Bob's and pick a fight with some Dutch soldiers and get shot.
Dude, every time I drive back home from the north side on 465 South, you're coming down. There's a big ass billboard that just says Indianapolis, higher murder or more murders than Chicago. Thanks, Dems. And that's the whole billboard. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, liberals like Mike let this happen.
You're gonna shoot Matt Ryan, Mike, asshole.
Dude, I also saw an it wasn't an anti-Plan B billboard, but it was a if you take Plan B, there's a chance you can save the baby billboard. And I was like, that's crazy. We got a wonderful world we're living in.
All right. This took a turn for the worse. Let's
this is I don't want our thing to get tagged as politics. Let's do bets on how the weeks to come are gonna go here. So I'm playing against Mitch. I'm nervous. Currently he has Najee Harris out, who said he's gonna play, and then Mike Tomlin's like, bro, you're not gonna play. So we'll see about that. I also don't love that I'm starting Russell Wilson when he has 2 Denver players who are going to catch all his touchdowns.
Yeah, he does.
Also, Jamar Chase looked unreal last week. I don't want to say I'm going to win. I confidently will say let's ride and that I win here, but Mitch's team makes me very nervous. What do you guys think?
I would be, solely because he's got 2 of Denver's players that are going to get the tutters.
I'm thinking about swapping Russ for Derek Carr, because I do have the Derek Carr Renfro stack, which did not look that appealing last week. But
he's going against Arizona, and Arizona looks like a hot mess.
Arizona does suck dick.
Plus, so that's Kingsbury might be on the way out here in the next little while.
Yeah.
I would say I'd be scared of Gabe Davis going up against the Titans, just because the Titans lost to the Giants last week, and so Buffalo's going to rout them by about 40.
I thought the defense played okay for Tennessee, but
Gabe Davis might end up being like a top 10 receiver. Like,
it's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo went and beat the fucking shit out of the defending Super Bowl champions, and they didn't even play that well. Like, no. they are...
That was a clusterfuck. Like, the back-to-back-to-back turnovers. Like, okay.
Yeah, they still didn't punt, which is crazy. But also, like...
Jesus.
They're scary.
Yeah. I'd be scared this week. I think it'll be a close matchup between you guys, but...
I do have Travis Kelce was so much better than every other tight end last week. I think I outscored... I think he almost doubled the second-place tight end score. When Taysom Hill was the second highest tight end scoring, by the way. Or no, O.J. Howard, who caught 2 catches for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that felt a little fluky, but...
We need to talk about that game.
Yeah. I'm hopeful Kelce takes me to the promised land. Also, rookie kicker Cade York, who scored 17 last week, 15, including a game winner. He's sick. Love that guy. Thank God that was a free waiver pickup. My Ezekiel Elliott pick not looking super hot right now either, but that's okay. All right,
dude, Zeke sucks.
Yeah. I know you owned him last year, so that's
yeah. And that trade that everyone and their cousin bitched about, and then he just took a shit.
Yeah. All right, Mahomes versus Herbert and Trevor versus Buck. These teams are kind of similar. We have kind of like the weaker running backs, insane quarterbacks and receivers. Though I don't know if I'll say DJ Moore is insane, but this is a fun matchup.
Yeah.
Big Dick Cooper Kupp versus Jay Jettas, the AFC West QB duo.
Dude, give me Trevor in this one.
I
only said because I also said Buck's never going to win again, so I kind of have to live up to that.
So Kupp is against AJ Terrell, who kind of got tore up by Michael Thomas last week, but Jay Jettas is against Darius Slay, who's also good.
I select Kupp there. I'll side with Trevor on this one as well.
I actually also think I'm giving it to Trevor. But Buck has Julio Jones. He looked pretty good last week, too.
He's already questionable. It's been 1 week.
He's literally, the cube just comes with his name. It's just there forever. He always is questionable. He's like 100 years old.
Yeah, he is.
Damn, Beck's got quarterbacks for days. He's got Mahomes and Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Trevor too, but this is probably the matchup of the week right here. Definitely keep an eye on that one if you just are fantasy addicts like we are. Eric, we can go to you.
Oh yeah, Sean has no fucking chance.
Yeah, you're supposed to get smoked here though.
Yeah,
what's that about?
It's because my receiving core, freaking Keenan Allen's already being a bitch. So he was projected like 16 or 17 last week, so I'm down like 9 points. So it's all right. Sean's running backs are pretty meh. Mine are good. Why the fuck is Swift questionable now?
I've owned him for the last 2 years, bro. Just welcome to the experience. It's Wednesday, brother. No, don't ever take a Wednesday practice as a concern.
He didn't practice today, so
he'll play. He always does. Until you see him fall off the field, he plays. That Kyle Pitts pick not feeling too hot right now, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
That's why I picked that.
It's early. It's only 1 week.
Sean, this is for you. That's why I picked Travis Kelce. It's literally a position that is so hard to find points.
That's why I picked Pitts early, because he's supposed to be the number 2 tight end, and maybe he just sucks.
I would say Mark Andrews is supposed to be the number 2 tight end, but
I would agree. But whatever, Yahoo had him at 2, I think. Maybe. I can't remember, but I don't think Andrews was available because I wanted Andrews.
Yeah. I knew it. Okay, Mitch confirming in the chat. Here we go, folks. This is the other reason. Mitch picked right after me. He said, still mad at you for taking Kelce, because I knew that motherfucker was going to take him, and I was like, I have to take him now, because I'm not going to get him after the turn. I have to take him. And thank God I did. I knew Mitch was eyeing him. I honestly thought Mitch was going to go Kelce Mahomes at the turn. I was like, damn.
Also, I think I'm going to do well because Burrow still put up 22 points, and he threw 4 picks and had a lost fumble.
And Dallas sucks.
30 plus.
And his jumper's whack. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go... I'm going to go Sean.
Boo.
I think Sean's got a pretty good lineup here.
I'm going Sean because of receivers.
I also like Mikey Thomas. I think he's good. Also, I think Justin Tucker might score like 15 because Miami's defense is like decent but not great, and I think there might be a lot of field goals.
Not all the way there. Yeah, I get you.
All right, who we got? Alec, you versus Aaron O.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So as you heard or saw earlier, I am staying at Sean's house this week. So I've been feeding Pongo a little extra food, give him some treats, and he told me it's not worth it because he can't work miracles. So Aaron O is winning this week.
Love a pick against yourself. That's good.
The dog told me he can't do it, so.
Yeah, Aaron O. Do we even really need to talk about this one?
Aaron O might have the underrated best quarterback wide receiver stack with the AJ Brown Jalen Hurts connection, because apparently I didn't know this.
A lot of Brown on his receiving core.
He does. You got a problem with that?
He's got a Brown.
Is it problematic?
He's got a Brown and a Brown.
Yeah. And a Saint Brown or Street Brown.
Saint Brown.
Yeah, that I didn't know this. Jalen Hurts is AJ Brown's daughter's godfather or something like that. They're like mega homies, similar to the Stafford Cooper Kupp connection.
That's interesting.
So that'll be a connection we see for a long time. I also am gonna go Aaron O, though Aaron O has a tendency to consistently just post numbers and then have an absolute dumpster fire of a week. So we'll see how that goes.
He's also starting Allen Robinson.
He's a believer. Hasn't given up yet.
I would.
I'm not sure why he would
take 10 points off that.
Oh, he's not starting Bateman and keeping Robinson in. Aaron O's got some deep cut knowledge.
I would rather have Robinson than Bateman.
Or Tyler Boyd if T. Higgins doesn't play.
You could literally, I would be taking Bateman, Edmonds, or Samuel over Allen.
We're going Jahan Dotson.
Hey, how does the IR system work, by the way? Can we get a little
explanation? You have someone injured for it to show up.
So I can't add someone who's on IR right now.
Should.
If you added him to your roster.
So if there's a player on IR, I go to him that's a free agent, and I go, for me, please. It lets me do it.
Can you please tell me who you're talking about so I can go test it out?
No. No.
I already have someone on my IR anyway, so don't worry.
No smiley face.
I already have someone there. So.
Okay. Holy shit, I just checked the... Alec, I saw you picked up Taysom Hill. I thought you dropped Justin Herbert, but you dropped Khalil Herbert. Oh, he's gone. What a quitter.
Jeez. Cool. All right, well, you got so upset over...
Yeah, I guess we could close out the show with...
who we got left?
We got... Last up, we got Mike, and we got 8th versus 9th place. Mike and Bocek. Bocek probably feeling a little down after Mike Williams, Derrick Henry, and Aaron Jones kind of put up stinkers. He did get Young Wei-Koo, though, who's super good.
Yeah, I see Jonathan Taylor versus the Jaguars. So that.
I mean, Indy struggles in Jacksonville. I don't know if you remember week 17.
Not Jonathan Taylor. That dude's just an absolute monster. And Derrick Henry, dude starts out so slow. I had him for like 3 years in a row. He gets like 5 points for the first 3 games or something like that before he starts actually doing anything. But he's also over 30 now, so gotcha. I think Henry's a little bit on the way out. So,
I mean that I've seen that guy in interviews, dude. That even this season, he does not look like a real human next to other people.
No, he doesn't.
He's cut from God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a freak, bitch. Yeah, I'll go. I like Mike. I'll take Mike here. Yeah. If he doesn't fall into a crater in an earthquake before the day starts, I think it'll be good.
Where are they at? Where?
California, I think.
They're at for Travis' wedding. That's right.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for us since Alec already quit. Not a good start for his luck based on Pongo. Maybe Penny chewed on the internet cord because they were tired of hearing Alex shit. Eric's gonna fly out of here. He's got to keep going on his commute, and we're gonna wrap it up for this week. Thank you all for watching Pongo's League of Dude podcast, week 1. Week 2, we'll try and get some new guests on. I'll try and actually have some like segments or anything like that. But this week it was all. I just moved into a new house, so I have like behind my. I'm at the studio right now, so I had to like commute to Florida to do this. So maybe next week I'll get there earlier, and I'll be able to set some stuff up. My audio guy, I'm gonna beat his ass and probably fire him, and then we'll figure it out from there. So thanks again for watching, and that's our show. See you later.